Come on back with me. I'm ready to see you now. And how are you doing today? I was very happy to see you on my schedule this week. You've missed out on your last couple of yearly check-ins. I was beginning to worry that you'd moved away or found a different practice. I'm only teasing. As long as you're getting the medical care that you need, whether it be here or anywhere else, that's all that matters. And here we are. Have a seat for me on the examination table. Yeah, you'd think that in the last 100 years we'd have come up with something slightly more comfortable than a thin sheet of paper. And yet, well, here we are. Anyway, give me a moment to pull up your medical record. Before we begin, do you mind if I record our conversation? It is strictly for assistance and note-taking for me after the appointment, but it is not at all necessary if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Thank you very much. So I see here that you came in for a routine checkup, but I also see in your chart that you haven't been to this office in the last few years. Have you seen any other doctors or had any other hospital stays that wouldn't be here in your file? Well, that's good. It's always a good thing to stay out of the hospital. So, can you tell me why you haven't come in for your last few check-ins? Look, I promise you, I am in no way trying to shame you or make you feel like you're in trouble. You're a fully grown adult who can make their own choices, but as your doctor, it is my job to make sure that you get the care that you need. So if there is anything that's been keeping you from your check-ins or something that made you come in today when you haven't been, I really need to know about it. I see. I mean, yes, I completely understand that time was, it was very hard on a lot of people, and I've seen a large spike of medical anxiety since. I'm glad that you pushed through that to see me today, though. It was very brave of you. I mean it. I'm a doctor, and I still get nervous when I have to go to the dentist. I do. Like clockwork or something. It's like the night before my appointment, I have a stress dream about a tooth or something just falling out of my mouth for no reason at all. Most of the time, it happens when I'm delivering an important speech at a medical conference or something equally embarrassing. But don't worry, I won't be coming anywhere near your teeth today. So, since you've been away for so long, we're going to be doing a full medical checkup today. Heart, lungs, blood pressure, eyes and ears. And of course, if there's anything else you'd like me to check up on, just let me know. No, I won't be hitting your knees or anything today, unless you've been feeling any pain or numbness in your legs. No? Okay, good. All right, let's start with your lungs. Do you smoke? Any drugs, recreational or otherwise? You don't have to worry about judgment. I just need to know before listening to your lungs, so if I hear anything abnormal, I can possibly attribute it to smoking first. Okay, well, here we go. Sorry if this is cold. All right, take a deep breath for me and hold it in. Very good. Okay, now release. Another deep breath in. And good. One more deep breath. Perfect. Now your lungs are clear and healthy. Next up, I'm going to listen to your heart to see if there's any arrhythmia, which is an irregularity in your heartbeat. Try to take slow and steady breaths and stay as still as possible for me. Just try to relax. I know this is stressful, but you're still young. Many children are born with arrhythmias and even small holes in their hearts. It's nothing to worry about, though. Just close your eyes and think about somewhere that's calming. A field full of your favorite flowers on a nice spring morning. The rain hitting the windows of your favorite coffee shop. Your favorite spot in your house curled up with your pet or a good book. Good. My apologies if I startled you. I thought explaining what I was looking for might have helped relax you, but it seemed to have the opposite effect. If it helps, most arrhythmias are either something you are born with or occur after a severe cardiac event. Since you didn't mention anything like that, the chances of one were very, very low. But not zero, of course, which is why we check. We just need to be sure. And I'm happy to report that your heart is as fit as a racehorse. Nothing to worry about there. Now then, let's do something a little less strenuous. Let's shine some lights in your eyes and ears. Do your best not to blink and keep your eyes looking straight ahead. The purple handprint is my favorite handprint to focus on. I actually used to come to the same building to get my checkups when I was a kid. That poster hasn't changed in probably 50 years. The powers of lamination. Okay, perfect. Next eye now. It felt like the stars were aligning when I finished my residency and came back home for a small break before figuring what hospitals I wanted to apply at. I saw the GP here was retiring and looking to sell the office. I never imagined I'd be sticking around here, but sometimes you just have to go where life takes you. Oh, no. It wasn't like I was trying to settle back here, but there's only 2 different doctors' offices in the main hospital in town, and a lot of the other doctors are very seniored in, and that seems unlikely to be going anywhere. Very set, if you know what I mean. Not many opportunities here, so I'd figured I'd go somewhere else. A bigger hospital until I had enough to buy a practice around here. Assuming it wasn't just going to be handed down to the family like a lot of them are. Doctors breed doctors, or so they say. Well then, I'm happy to report that your eyes look good, and aside from being a little too waxy, the ears look good too. I'm just joking. Your ears are a healthy amount of waxy. Alright then, time for the blood pressure. Usually we would do this earlier, but I wanted to give you ample time to relax. It wouldn't do us any good to measure your pulse while you're still under so much stress. Just gonna go input your other results into your patient file. Did that release automatically? I'm sorry about that. These old machines are so temperamental. We can just do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, if you can keep your arm as still for me as you can, I'm gonna touch your wrist to get your pulse and... Good. 109/65. Very good. I'm sorry for the wait. There was a spike in your heart rate when we started, so I wanted to give it a little longer than normal to stabilize before we took a reading, so I took a little longer than usual. Alrighty. We're done your vitals and everything looks fantastic. You are very healthy. Have you started any new medications? No, Advil doesn't count. You've already answered smoking. Any feelings of abnormality in the last 6 months? Any reoccurring pains, lightheadedness, anything at all? Perfect. Now, I do have 2 questions for you, and do not feel pressured to say yes. It's important that as your doctor, I ask for and offer this to you, and suggest that you say yes, but you do not have to today. First, since you haven't been to the doctor in the last few years, you haven't had a couple vaccines you're behind on, as well as the seasonal flu shot. Are you willing to get these shots done here today? Hey, I completely understand. At any time you can walk in here or stop into your local pharmacy and they will offer these shots for you. My second request is you have not had your blood work done in an equally long time. Now this is entirely up to you, but as somebody with the medical anxiety, I highly recommend we get a full panel done just once a year. We'll be able to keep track of your A1C, your cholesterol, and a number of very important things to keep you healthy. You don't have to get the blood drawn here. I can write you a referral and have you stop into any one of the LabCorp facilities at your convenience. But if you do want to get it over with right now, I can draw it here and send it off. Whatever makes you most comfortable. Hey, I'm honored that you feel safer here. And a fear of needles is a very rational fear, and hey, I understand. If you'd like, you can lay back down on the examination table while I do the drawing. That way, if you do become faint, you won't be in any danger of hurting yourself. Just go ahead and lay back for me now. All right, my hands might feel a bit cold because of the gloves. I apologize for that. But if you don't mind me saying, your veins look very healthy and this should be very smooth. Just keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. You might feel a little pinch here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And all done. Bend your elbow for me. Perfect. Yep, 4 vials worth. Like I said, your veins were very prominent, so you didn't have to worry. You were a very easy stick. Make sure to drink at least half of this before you leave. Since you were doing so well, I took 4 vials, and you'll have to replenish. I'm going to write you a couple of scripts today. One for vitamin D and one for iron. Almost everybody is deficient in those, and you can combine these with any over-the-counter multivitamin you might be taking. But I am happy to report that you are being given a clean bill of health. Perhaps next time we can talk more about your anxiety, and we can see if you want to try any low dose of anxiety medication, but yeah, that will be for another time. Because you are going to see me soon again, right? Very good. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time today. I appreciate you coming in today, and I'll see you in 6 months, okay? Remember, finish that before seeing my secretary, and have a wonderful rest of your day.